Hey guys, Brian here at the basscast.com, right up here at the BFL Smith Mountain Lake. We have with us our winner today, Mr. Chris Brummett, weighing in over 27 pounds, SML bass, as well as an 8-pounder. Talk to us about your day, brother.
Well, today was one of those days, you know. I guess everybody says when it's your time, and today I guess it was my time. Started the day off. I practiced for 2 days.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a great practice. I brought my son up yesterday, and we kind of played around, and he braved the cold for that, and it was a fun day. But dropped him off around lunchtime, and I started looking around in some areas that I know that fish bed in. And when I pulled up on one particular bed, I seen a 4.5 pounder on it, and it looked like it was a 7-ish pounder swimming around. So I went to that area first. I was boat 183.
Oh, wow.
And I figured that somebody else would have seen it. I guess they didn't. I was the first one to it. First cast, it was the 8-pounder. So
wow.
Very first cast of the day. Started off with the 8, and the third cast I caught the 4.5. So that was my first 2 fish, and I really didn't have anything after that.
How many times did you call throughout the day, man?
Sorry. I called only one time. I caught 6 fish all day. I had my limit by 1:30, and I stopped fishing. I took my co-angler on a little guide trip and let him catch a limit, and it was actually a pretty slow day as far as bites, but I was fortunate enough to have those 2 on the bed, and then everything else I caught on the jig, just fishing, just fishing my stuff.
Did you see all your fish on that Garmin you got up front there?
I did not actually. You know, if I'm being honest, when I was on my guide trip today, when I had him, when I was guiding him, is the most we used the Garmin all day. I was pointing areas out and pointing things out for him to make casts to, and he was able to catch a limit doing that.
All right, well, you said you caught on. Now, what did big one come off on?
The big one came off a jig. First flipped it up there, and it was a jig. Had some kind of juice squirted on it, and apparently she liked it.
What color is that jig, brother?
Just green pumpkin.
All right, and you said what was your other bait for the day, man?
Jig. I caught all of my fish on the jig except for the second one on the bed. I actually caught that on a drop shot because it had already seen the jig, so I just flipped the drop shot over there, the third cast, and it ate the drop shot.
All right, on the back of that jig, what'd you have?
Rage crawl always.
All right, how you feeling? Let's dive in this, man. Dude, this is like a giant bag. I mean, we've had another bag almost 30 pounds, 29, by some hammers as well. But how are you feeling right now?
I feel great, and if I'm being honest, we lost Rick Tilley, and I promise you, he was in the boat with me today. It is no other way. I should have caught 27 pounds today with the practice that I had, and being boat 183, being the first person to those 2 fish. Just no way it should have happened.
You know, sometimes, I talk to a lot of guys on Basscast Radio, and a lot of guys talk about a bad practice ends up with a win. Besides did you pretty much concentrate on spots that you knew, or did you run any new water at all?
So I didn't fish anything that I practiced for the most part.
Okay.
I ran all new stuff, and really it was really just specific stuff too, like maybe a rock under a boat dock,
right?
Or, just some rock. Hardly. I think only one fish. My last 6-pounder, which was kind of the mic drop moment that I caught at 1:30, came underneath a boat dock. It's got a rock vein running underneath it.
Now, you guys all know here, man, we had some nice weather at the beginning, and then it started cooling off. We knew them weights were going to drop, but, dude, you came in with a heck of a bag.
I can't explain it. Obviously I got a lot of support from my wife and my family, and it's unreal, to be able to come out and do this and enjoy it the way I'm able to enjoy it, and sometimes not enjoy it.
Well, brother,
it gets tough sometimes to continue to come out.
Well, with the new, because you told me, guys, he told me he's going to give up fishing the other day, then he laughed, and then he did this, because we had a conversation. For you guys all know, we work together, so I mean, it's like, he laughed, so he's going to give up fishing, and then he came out here and ended up winning this bad boy, man.
Yep, it's a blessing, that's for sure. Certainly a blessing.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.